it just all feels a bit pointless. You know, why am I doing my makeup? I'm not going out anywhere. I'd rather be going and doing my bride's face and her bridesmaids. I just want to have my life back. In a normal year, I would earn maybe just over 50,000. The 5 weddings out of the 100 that I've managed to do this year, that's what's been putting food on the table for the past couple of months. But now we're going to have nothing going through the winter.
Put this on.
Come on, let's get dressed. My husband was made redundant last year. He was 1 month short of the self-employment grant. He's been given absolutely nothing. He's applied for delivery jobs, for example. They've told him that he's not qualified enough.
Yep.
We're trying to stay positive for the children.
This is your one, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, come on.
But when we're playing with them, in the back of our mind, we're thinking, can we afford to feed you next month? Christmas, can I afford to buy you a Christmas present?
He's on.
Our motto at the moment is take every day as it comes, one day at a time. We just need to make it to the end of this day.
You know in life you can be the hero. The band's very used to big stages, you know, supported Hugh Jackson, we've been on tour with Deep Purple, Status Quo. Suddenly you just sat at home playing the guitar to your daughter who really wants to be watching Peppa Pig. Thank you. Who's this? This is what I look at most mornings. It's a picture of us playing a festival. Doesn't even feel like I'm the singer in Willie and the Bandits anymore. Almost feels like I'm detached from that. Now we have 3 of the band are out driving, like the DPD and Morrison's, and sort of got to the point now where, you know, there's no money coming in and I'm going to have to do the same.
I used to work here at the Arena and my job was marketing, communications, promotions, trying to get 10,000 people in a room to see a gig. So I've moved from fantastic venues to one desk, one chair, one seat in my dining room. I've applied for other jobs and they've been in different industries. There's a queue of people going for jobs in those industries. So I had to phone the job centre. And when I spoke to the guy, he asked me, you know, what I'd do. And I said, oh, I'm head of marketing. And I could hear that he was shocked. He was surprised. He was like, well, why are you phoning me? And I said, well, if the world continues as it is right now, I won't have a job, I won't have an income, I won't pay the bills, I won't be able to afford my mortgage.
I started as a trolley dolly. I've worked for ferry operators and in the last 15, 16 years I've done escorted tours.
It's really sad to see all the cruise ships sitting in the bay. They're in limbo. I'm in limbo. Will I ever work again? Come on, guys.
It really is soul-destroying because you do think that you've got good transferable skills, but I'm either underqualified or overqualified. I also think age plays a massive part in it. People are looking for more 40-year-olds. Never thought that I'd get to 64 years of age and be on the scrap heap, because it feels a bit like that today.
Now, I've gone from flying an A330 with 330 passengers on board to flying a 900-gram drone. I've moved from an £80,000 a year job to last month earning £361. And you know, realistically, that's not sustainable.
Round and round the garden like a teddy bear.
It sounds a bit far-fetched, but it's like a death. You grieve that loss. It affected Matt obviously more than us, but it affected me as well.
We've got a mortgage to pay and a family to support, and you know, for everybody at the moment it's challenging. We don't think for one second that we're the only people.
I graduated from RADA in 2003, and for 17 years I've been really lucky. I've been on the West End, I've been on Broadway, National Theatre, theatres up and down the country, and now that's gone. It's quite emotional. We can't stand still, you know, me and my wife, who's also in the industry, she makes wigs for TV and film. Game of Thrones, big budget stuff, you know, but it's dried up. What's with that noise? We've got a house to pay the rent on, we've got bills, and we cannot hang around and wait for things to go back to normal because, worryingly, this is the normal now. This is the new normal. So now we're both working as healthcare professionals, going into people's home and providing whatever care they need. Sometimes it's just a bit of company, sometimes it's a personal clean or whatnot. We've both got jobs, but we're not in the position where we're guaranteed the hours that we need to pay what we need to pay. And if it means looking for even more work on top of the work we've just taken on, then that's what we do.
This was my daily ritual. Every morning, looking out to London, watching the planes come in. The views are still the same, but I see it differently now. I've been in construction for 33 years. Started at the bottom, making the tea, worked my way up to manager, doing the high-rise 50-storey plus buildings. It's gone from that to I could be on the streets. It's so tough. And I don't know how long I can pay the rent for. To move, it will mean finding a deposit. So I don't have that because all my savings have gone. Had a car, had to sell that. So all I have now is a motorcycle. And yeah, it was the last thing I was hanging on to. I didn't want to get rid of, but I have to. It was something my dad always told me, that just be the best person you can be. So I'm trying.